Hare Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Namo Om Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dasyatarya Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langayate grim. Yat krupatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarine. Hare Krishna. So yesterday we saw verse number 30, I think, that planets are sustained by Krishna's energy. So gravitational force is there, but from where that gravitational force comes, as per scientists, the gravity is there. But Krishna is directly telling that he is the source of that. And then Krishna mentions about the rasatmaka, how the fruits become juicy or vegetables get the taste. And Krishna becomes Somo, the moon god. Now Krishna, in the 13th verse, he told about the externals, how he maintains. Now Krishna will tell about how he internally maintains the jiva in this shloka. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva.
Aham Vaishnavaro Bhutva
Praninam Deham Ashritaha.
Praninam Deham Ashritaha
Pranapana Samayukta.
Pranapana Samayuktaha
Pachami Annam Chaturvidham.
Pachami Annam Chaturvidam
So, please chant.
Aham Vaishnaro Bhuta Praninama Deham Ashritaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachami Anannam Chaturvedam
Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritah Pranapana Samayukta Pachami Annam Chadurvidam.
Okay, so translation and purport. I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all living entities, and I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming, prana, prana and apana, to digest the four kinds of food stuff. Purport. According to Ayurvedic Shastra, we understand there is fire in the stomach which digests all food sent there. When the fire is not blazing, there is no hunger, and when the fire is in order, we become hungry. Sometimes when the fire is not going nicely, treatment is required. In any case, the fire is representative of the Supreme Personality of God. In Vedic mantras, Burhad Aranyaka Upanishad 5.9.1 also confirms that Supreme Lord or Brahman is situated in form of fire within the stomach and is digesting all kinds of foodstuff. Ayam Agnir Vaishwanaro Yo Ayam Antha Puruse Yenedam Annam Pachate. Therefore, since he is helping in the digestion of all kinds of foodstuff, the living entity is not independent in the eating process. Unless the Supreme Lord helps in digesting, there is no possibility of eating. He thus produces and digests foodstuff, and by his grace, we are enjoying life. In the Vedanta Sutra 1 to 27, this is also confirmed. Shabda Dibyo Anta Prati Shan Nachcha. The Lord is situated within the sound and within the body, with the air and even within stomach as digestive force. There are four kinds of foodstuffs. Some are drunk, some are chewed, some are licked up, some are sucked. And he is the digestive force for all of them. So Krishna is explaining how he is maintaining the material world, including the jiva. So even if the jiva takes shelter of the body to enjoy his desires, so I have this body to enjoy whatever desires I had in previous life. So I'm continuing that. So all the jivas in whichever body they may be, man, woman, or animal, anybody, they are enjoying for their desires. So for their enjoyment also, actually, Krishna is helping them by maintaining the body. So the scientist in Ayurvedic, of course, in Ayurveda, of course, there is uh, this not concept, this truth. They accept that there is fire in the body, which is actually digesting everything. So the Ayurvedic treatments, if we see, they mostly focus on this maintaining the body based on the body type, maintain the body temperature, body's heat, so that this fire is correct. Because if the digestive system is correct, then all the body remains okay. But if the digestion is not okay, then there are problems. So the scientists, now we see, right, there are a lot of many artificial limbs of the body are made. If hand is not there, they make hand, legs. Then we saw this in pandemic, ventilators they used to have for breathing artificially. So the scientists are trying several things so that the body can be sustained even if the body part is not working. Of course, there is a lot of pain that we see that the person has to go through if it is artificially sustained. Uh, so what the digestion, like scientists thinking like, okay, if the digestive problems are there, then um, we will maintain, or we will create a machine which can do the digestive processing completely. But then it requires lot of endeavor, but it's because it's not only digestion, but it also movement of the food within the body, from right from when we eat to the end. So there is this movement. So how this movement happens? This happens to the airs that is circulated in the body, yeah? Prana and apana. So by this air, the movement of the food happens. So in the factories, we have conveyor belts, or when like on train station or airport, we see the conveyors, right, where we stand and they carry us. So air actually within the body carries the food, and the fire is there for digestion. So it's a very surprising, right? Like we have our bodies um, size, whatever, taking from small child to big person, the size and the amount of food that we eat every day, how much we eat, and everything is working nicely, we don't think. But if we see the size of the body parts within the stomach, they are very long. So in those, and they are compactly fit in this size of the stomach, and everything is working. So yeah, this is something that is looks easily, or we take it for granted that okay, this once we eat, it will be digested. But when the digestive system is not working properly, right, when we have acidic symptom or something, and then you cannot eat, that time we understand how much important is the stomach and digestive system. So Krishna is actually, we take it for granted, but all this is maintained by God, because this is this fire and this digestion, all this is not created by human. When a child is born, it's within it, all this power is there. So from where this power comes? It comes from the God. So Krishna says that I become Vaishvanaro. He is the fire. The name is that of that is Vaishvanaro, the god of that digestive system. So our digestive system is also set by the God. So actually, if we see all these verses, we understand how much dependent we are on something always. Air, water, this fire, these are the basic things, and we are dependent. But somehow our tendency is to be independent and do the things that we want to do. Maybe even if it is as per Shastra, it is correct or not correct. What we do, we will do whatever we want to do, and we don't listen and we don't follow Shastra. But we expect that in any situation, my digestive system should be okay. Even if I take food which is prescribed in Shastra, or I take food which is not prescribed. Okay, whatever I eat, the digestive system should work properly. So this is our problem, that uh, we don't recognize how this energies or how this maintenance of our body is also done. So not only stomach, but our eyes also, right? The eyelids also, they close for very less time and then open. This, there is also God for that. There is also energy. All this is happening through the different airs in the body. And when this, the balance of the airs is not correct, then we face lot of problems. That time we understand that, oh, I should focus on this thing. So, in one way, uh, Krishna is saying that I am maintaining not only externals but also the jiva, whichever body he has, I am maintaining that also, by becoming something. It's not that Krishna will do everything. He comes. He has so many energies, and by that energy, he works. So, like the factory or office, the CEO is there, but and then he has many energies in the form of managers and workers and accountants and everything, and they are doing the work. So they are one way representing the energy of the owner. And so whatever accountant does, if there is any problem or whatever the uh, person does in the factory, ultimately the um, owner of the company is responsible. If any company does something very good results or something, right, some good profit, then what they say, the owner has got the profit. They will not take name of the individual worker. So ultimately the result goes to the owner. So it's not that he has to do all the activities. The energy does. Similarly, Krishna has so many energies in this world, and by that his energies, he is maintaining us. So ultimately, he is maintaining us directly or indirectly, because he is the cause of those energies. So ultimately, he is the supporter, maintainer of the body. So if we see from this angle, this is what Krishna has told Jnana Chakshu. By the Jnana, we can understand how we are being maintained. But those who cannot see all these things, it is very difficult for them to understand or to accept also that they are dependent. They think that, okay, if my digestion is wrong, I take some medicine, I take some capsule. I also take, sometimes I have a lot of acidity, then I have to take it because the routine, because of the wrong sleeping routines or wrong food, my bodily or digestive system is not correct. Then I have to take some medicine to reduce the, how to say, the acidic fluid or all these things. Then I get okay. So of course, scientists are also trying to help in one way by giving the medicines and all these things. But ultimately, we depend on the digestive system to make the things work. So Krishna Vaishwanaro, by becoming Vaishwanaro, Krishna is supporting that. So logically, we should eat the food which is suitable for our body, which is suitable for our good health, not the tongue. Tongue will like so many things, but then we have to control what suits us, what does not suit us. But the tongue is so strong that we cannot control. And then still the digestive system has to support that. So that is energy of Krishna that is supporting this function of the body, the most important function of the body also. So Krishna is explaining how externally he is maintaining these planets and everything, also the vegetables, also the test in the vegetables. And then he says, once you consume those vegetables and everything, then also I am supporting you in the body by becoming the fire. So I also cannot imagine how that fire is. Okay, like the fire that we see by eyes, or it's something is there, but that is the Vishwanaro, the digestive system God, who is maintaining this, and that is energy of Krishna. So by these chapters, when we read these slokas, actually we understand that how grateful we should be to the God that the digestive system works 24 hours. You eat anytime it works. So we should be grateful 24 hours. But we are not, because we don't recognize, because we don't have that jnana chakshu. We don't see the things by jnana, proper jnana. And so we are not grateful always. Sometimes we are, when we consciously look at it. So that's why Krishna is saying that whoever uses this Gan Chakshu and see the things around him, he will understand. And then he surrenders. So Krishna now tells in the next verse, he will tell how spiritually he supports the jiva who actually want to make some spiritual practices. So that we'll see tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So anybody wants to add any comments or additions or questions? We have some time. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow with the next verse. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you so much.
Krishna,